I believe it was October 16th. It was either Sam, Love, or Erica from Helvetica Ukulele Explosion. Friends of mine, internet friends of mine. And they realized that it was Boss's Day. I'm saying they because I forget who it was now. I think it was Sam. Anyway, and thought that it was Bruce Springsteen Day. And it wasn't, but it should have been. And it is now. Boss's Day is now a little known fact. But we're spreading the word. Boss's Day is now celebrated as, look, this is a moot point because it's no longer October 16th, but I am going to do a Bruce Springsteen song. Next time October 16th comes around, however, it's Boss's Day. This is from the album The Ghost of Tom Joad, which came out, if I'm not mistaken, and sometimes I am, I'm ashamed to admit. I'm not ashamed to admit it, I just have a hard time admitting it. In 1994, I think. It's Sinaloa Cowboys. Miguel came from a small... Sorry, this is really cinematic, and you really can't miss the lyrics. This, for those of you who are like, I don't hear lyrics, I hear melody. Listen to the lyrics for once in your life. His name is Miguel. And his brother is Luis. Miguel came from a small town in northern Mexico. He came north with his brother Luis to California 3 years ago. They crossed at the river levee when Luis was just 16 and found work together in the fields of San Joaquin. They left their homes and family. Their father said, my son's one thing you will learn. For everything the North gives, it exacts a price in return. They worked side by side in the orchards from morning till the day was through, doing the work the Güeros wouldn't do. Word was out, some men in from Sinaloa were looking for some hands. Well, deep in Fresno County, there was a deserted chicken ranch. There in a small tin shack on the edge of a ravine, Miguel and Luis stood cooking methamphetamine. You could spend a year in the orchards or make half as much in one 10-hour shift, working for the men from Sinaloa. Ah, but if you slipped, the hydriatic acid would burn right through your skin. They leave you spitting up blood in the desert if you breathe those fumes in. It was early one winter morning as Miguel stood to watch outside when the shack exploded, lighting up the valley night. Miguel carried Luis's body over his shoulder down a swale. I'm really sorry. I blame this. I'm not going to blame it on anybody. It was early one winter evening as Miguel stood watch outside when the shack exploded, lighting up the valley night. Miguel carried Luis's body over his shoulder down a swale to the creek side. And there in the tall grass, Luis Rosales died. Miguel lifted Luis's body into his truck, and then he drove to where the morning sunlight fell on a eucalyptus grove. There in the dirt, he dug up $10,000, all that they'd saved, kissed his brother's lips, and placed him in his grave. That's the song. What I was trying to blame on someone and realized that wasn't the right way to go about it was that Bruce Springsteen is really good at making sentences into musical lines, into musical phrases, you know, hitting in with really subtle rhythm that you'd think, well, he's just talking, there's no rhythm there, but there's subtle rhythm that if you try to sing that song, you're not going to get it in the way that Bruce Springsteen does, and he's really good at that. Someone else who's really good at that, and I want to say better, but it's just his own style, Paul Simon. If you listen to any album like Graceland and beyond, really beyond, Graceland is one of the top 10 best albums ever made, but after Graceland, he got even better at it, at just putting words that you would think would stretch the meter into, you know, long sentences that he sings as musical phrases, but they don't the way he does them. Now I'm not even talking about Bruce Springsteen anymore, which is crazy because I have so much appreciation for Bruce Springsteen. You wouldn't think I would get off topic. That's the song, and it was only A, D, A, E, and then the bridge was a little bit different, but it was, you could spend a year in the orchards, that's a D, or make half as much, that's an A, 1 10-hour shift, working from the D from Sinaloa, A, but if you slipped, E. Anyway, have a good evening, people.